Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Alumni Arena on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University for tonight's women's college basketball contest. Your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates hosting the Tigers of Edward Waters College. It is the sixth home game for the Pirates in this season-opening seven-game homestand, and the Pirates come into tonight's contest 4-1 overall. Edward Waters already playing its 10th game of the season. The Tigers are 4-5. Coming into today's contest. Armstrong will try and get back on the winning track after dropping a 72-61 game to Coastal Georgia last Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Armstrong was led in that contest again by sophomore Mari Wells, 12 points and a career-high tying 18 rebounds for the sophomore from Rome, Georgia. She has had 5 double-doubles to begin the 2011-2012 season, and she was the Peach Belt Conference's Player of the Week on November 21st for her efforts through the Pirates' first 4 games of the season. Edward Waters, 4-5. They played last night down in Miami, Florida. They lost 98-48 to St. Thomas, who is the 23rd ranked team in NAIA. Edward Waters has picked up wins over Allen, Northwood, Ave Maria, and they have suffered defeats against Bruton Parker, Warner, Florida Memorial, and Northwood. The leading scorers for both teams, Mari Wells, 14.4 points per game, leads the Pirates. Angel Hill, 12.6 points, and Demisha Mills, 10.6 points. For Edward Waters, these stats through the weekend, not including last night's game, Ebony Pressure leads the way, averaging 16.6 points per game. Tiffany Tolbert, 12.3 points per game. She had 10 in the game against St. Thomas last night. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the 2011-2012 Armstrong Atlantic State women's basketball team.
Demisha Mills, guard, Gray Court, South Carolina.
Sunny Kennedy, guard, Savannah, Georgia.
Priscilla Westfield, center, Savannah, Georgia.
Noelle Zletny, guard, Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada.
Kira Rutkowska, guard, Poland, Ostrołęka.
Brianna McFarland, shooting guard, Dallas, Georgia.
Detrina Gibson, forward center, Phoenix, Arizona.
Angelia Hill, guard, Macon, Georgia.
Deanne Hayward, point guard, Glasgow, Scotland.
Mari Wells, forward, Rome, Georgia.
Jasmine Walker, point guard, Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Amber Ford, guard, Royal Palm Beach, Florida.
Marissa Rembert, forward, Swanee, Georgia.
Danielle Zurcher, forward, Sagamore Hills, Ohio.
Morgan Mitchell, forward, Lilburn, Georgia.
picked up a 70 to 58 win over the Tigers. Mari Wells had 17 points, 12 rebounds in that contest. R.P. Amerkanyan, the senior, lone senior for the Pirates last year, had 14 points and 14 rebounds for the Tigers. Leading scorer this year, Ebony Prescia, had 14 to lead the Tigers against the Pirates again a year ago. The starters for both teams, first for Edward Waters. Prescia and Mika Martena will be the guards. Tiffany Tolbert, Jessica Georges will be the forwards, and Krishawn Kelly, who led Edward Waters last night against St. Thomas with 11 points, she will be the center for head coach Charmaine Wilson and the Jacksonville, Florida-based NAIA school, member of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference in the NAIA. For your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates, it will be Jasmine Walker and Brianna McFarland getting the start. At guards, Angel Hill, Demisha Mills, the forwards, and Mari Wells will be the center for head coach Matt Schmidt in his 4th season at the helm of Armstrong women's basketball. Pirates will open up their home conference schedule this Saturday, hosting Flagler. That will wrap up the 7-game homestand for the Pirates beginning the 2011-2012 season. Pirates will play 4 conference games in December before the new year. Change in the Peach Bowl Conference scheduling this year. So this serves as the Pirates' final tune-up before conference play begins this weekend, with Armstrong hosting Flagler at 1:30 here at Alumni Arena. Edward Waters in their road orange uniforms with white numbers. Armstrong in their home white uniforms with gold numbers and maroon trim. It'll be Georges and Wells jumping the opening tip here. Ball is up, and it comes right to me, and I win the opening tip. Unfortunately, that's not the way it usually goes, so it will go to Armstrong, and the Pirates will have the ball to begin our match. Hill will inbound it to Walker, and we are underway here from Alumni Arena. Walker into the baseline for Hill. Her two-pointer is no good. Rebound tipped back out, and Walker will get it. She keeps her dribble, goes all the way in, lays it up, scores, and draws the foul. So Jasmine Walker with the basket, and she'll go to the line to try and complete the three-point play as the Pirates strike first against the Tigers. Free throw's no good. Rebound comes down to Georges for Edward Waters, and here come the Tigers with their first possession of the evening. Martena runs the point, hands off to Prescia. Prescia fakes the three, ball's deflected and out of bounds off of Martena into the Pirate bench. It will be an Armstrong basketball after the turnover by Edward Waters. So the Pirates with the basketball and the 2-0 lead. McFarland, left side, out to Hill. In the corner for Walker. Walker kicks it off to Mills. Her two is long, but McFarland gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. Gets her own miss, and a jump ball called on the tie-up, and it will give it to the Tigers. Pirates show full court pressure off the held ball call. Pirates will get the possession arrow. Tolbert guarded by Hill. Gets it over to Martena, and Martena travels with it before she just starts her drive to the basket. Back-to-back turnovers for the Tigers, and Armstrong will have the basketball. Walker kicks it off to Hill for three. It's good. And a timeout called by Edward Waters, a 30-second timeout. Angel Hill leads the Pirates in three-point shots, but the Pirates not a prolific three-point shooting team. That was just the 13th three-pointer for the Pirates through the first 5+ games this season. Hill has 5 in 17 attempts. Pirates offense more predicated on driving to the basket and getting the ball inside to players like Mills and Wells. After the 30-second timeout, Edward Waters will have it. Tolbert guarded by Hill. Ball's off the hands, and Mills will pick up the loose ball. Mills all the way in, has it stripped, but it's out of bounds off of Edward Waters. We'll give it to the Pirates. And a sub coming in for Edward Waters. Number 3, Janae Thomas will check in, replacing Tiffany Tolbert. 5-0 Armstrong with the basketball. Inbounding it to Hill, back out to Walker. Now in the corner for Wells. Wells thinks about dribbling, gives it back to Walker. Walker drives, reverses direction, kicks it off to Wells. Wells, 10 seconds on the shot clock. McFarland is fouled on the baseline by Krishawn Kelly, the 5'8" freshman from Orlando, Florida. Foul on the floor, and the Pirates will inbound it again. Walker to Hill. Hill for three, good. So back-to-back three-pointers for Angel Hill, and it's an 8-0 Armstrong lead in the first 3 minutes of action. Prescia drives and travels. She threw it up and scored it, but she took an extra step before putting the shot up. And another turnover. That's the 4th turnover for Edward Waters in this game. Mills lays it up, misses the layup. Wells gets the rebound. Wells misses the shot. It was blocked going up, and the rebound comes down to Martena. Martena open for three. That's in and out, no good. Rebound Wells for the Pirates. Walker kicks it out to McFarland. Open two is good. And it's 10-0 Armstrong. Hill guards Thomas. Now Prescia with it right side. Inside Georges, backs in on Wells, throws it up off the glass, no good. Host of Pirates around the ball. Eventually Walker comes away with it. McFarland open for three, no good. Wells saves it to Hill. Hill then saves it to McFarland. Walker drives in and loses the ball out of bounds. Credit number 40, Kelly, for knocking that ball out of the hands of Walker. And that'll be a turnover for Armstrong. Subs for Edward Waters. Charo Fowler, Shemeki Wright. And Tiffany Tolbert back into the game. Tolbert, hands off. Prescia, left side. Puts up a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound Wells for the Pirates. Walker quickly ahead to Mills, but then Mills travels. 10-0 Armstrong, 15:53 to go here in the first half. Edward Waters looking for its first points of the evening. Prescia kicks it off to Thomas. Thomas drives around Walker, lays it up, misses the layup. Rebound Wells for the Pirates. Quick outlet. Mills ahead of the defense, lays it up and scores. Nice feed from Jasmine Walker. It's 12-0 Armstrong. Shot up and good for number 23, Charo Fowler. Sophomore from Winter Park puts the Tigers on the board, but back the other way, Demisha Mills with the basket, and she's fouled. So she will go to the line and try and complete the three-point play. So Demisha Mills with a chance of the three-point play. 4 points for the junior from Gray Court, South Carolina, averaging 10.5 a game. Free throw is good. Pirates bring in Carolina Rakowska for Brianna McFarland. Tolbert kicks it off to Thomas. Thomas drives, scoop shot, no good. Offensive rebound, and Edward Waters, number 34, Shemeki Wright, is fouled, and she will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. The senior from Orlando, Florida, will have 2 free throws when we come back from our media timeout. Armstrong leads it 15-2. Here at Alumni Arena, Armstrong leads Edward Waters 15-2. One other game in action currently around the Peach Belt Conference. UNC Pembroke facing Fayetteville State, and UNC Pembroke leads that one 13-7. 13:49 left to go in the first half. Shemeki Wright at the free throw line for Edward Waters. First free throw is no good. Wright is right at 50% this season from the free throw line, 10 of 20 before that one. Second free throw is good, so she hits 1 of 2 here and is right on her average. 15-3 Pirates lead, and Edward Waters shows full court pressure. Rakowska to Walker, still in the backcourt with the ball. Now Rakowska gets it over to Mills. Mills drives the baseline, throws it off the bottom of the backboard. Wells gets the rebound. Her shot is no good. And the rebound comes down to Fowler for Edward Waters. Tigers have it with Thomas. Over to Tolbert. Tolbert drives around Hill, throws it up, and no good. Rebound Wells for the Pirates. Wells with 7 rebounds already in the first 6 minutes of action. Hill left open for 3. It's good. So Hill had 4 3-pointers in the first 5 games. She has 3 here in the first half of action against Edward Waters, and is 18-3 Pirates. Prescia out to Martina, now inside. Shot is up off the side of the glass, no good. The shot attempt by Tolbert. Back the other way, Mills travels. Subs in now for both teams. Shaterica Doty in for Edward Waters. Jessica Georges checks back in for Armstrong. D. Hayward and Dee Gibson into the contest. Tolbert with it for Edward Waters. Hands off to Doty. Over to Fowler. Fowler, long range two, no good. Rebound Rakowska for the Pirates. Baseball length pass to Mills. Mills lays it up, misses it, and the rebound comes down to Fowler. It was a nice pass by Rakowska, but Mills was stuck underneath the basket as Fowler scores for the Tigers back the other way. And it's 18-5. Inside Gibson, but the pass goes awry. And D. Hayward able to save it out of bounds off of an Edward Waters player. So a hustle play there for the freshman from Scotland. Mills inbounds it to to Mills. Hayward to Mills, Mills misses the shot. Rebound Edward Waters. Doty drives to the baseline, reverses direction, gives it to Georges, kicks it off to Tolbert. Now Fowler travels. Tried to go around Rakowska, but took an extra step. Wells and McFarland check back in for the Pirates, and Krishan Kelly back in for the Tigers. Hayward to McFarland around the half-court trap. Wells to Rakowska. Out to McFarland, wide open two, no good. Rebound tipped and ends up in the hands of Jessica Georges for Edward Waters. Tolbert, coast to coast, throws it up, no good. Rebound Hayward for the Pirates. Hayward throws it off of an Edward Waters player. It will be Armstrong basketball. Rakowska inbounds it to Hayward. Now Rakowska gets it back. Over to McFarland in the front court. Wells still looking for her first points of the night. She has 9 rebounds, but no points. And a ball stolen by Edward Waters. It was Ebony pressure on the steal. Layup is no good by Martena. Rebound Dee Gibson for the Pirates. 3-on-3 break. Hayward. Ball's deflected out of bounds by Edward Waters. It will go to the Pirates. .20 on the shot clock. Hayward calls out the play. Gives it to McFarland, back to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward loses the basketball, gets it back, gets it to McFarland for 2. It's good. So McFarland for 2, and then shot is missed by Martena. She was ahead of the defense. Then a quick outlet pass by Hayward, stolen by the Tigers. So a little bit of sloppy ball handling by both teams here in the first half. Georges for 2 is good. And it's 20-7. Gibson is fouled by Kelly. Kelly just stuck her arm right in the face of Gibson, tried to knock that ball away, and evidently got a little bit of the body. Hill checks back in for Armstrong, Wright back in for Edward Waters. Hayward with it for Armstrong. Wells outside, gives it to McFarland, over to Hayward. Now Hill, nice pass to Gibson, who lays it up and scores. Nice feed from Hill on the dribble penetration, finding Gibson open on the low block, and it's 22-7 Pirates. Fowler high off the glass scores. And Fowler has 6 to lead the Tigers. She has 6 of the 9 points scored by Edward Waters here tonight. Wells baseline. Skips it over to Hill. She puts up another 3. This one a little short. Rebound pressure for Edward Waters. And a foul as Prescia takes it all the way to the basket and draws the contact. And we have reached our second media timeout. So we'll take a break with them. Armstrong leads Edward Waters, 9:16 to go in the first half. Your score, Pirates 22, Tigers 9. Alumni Arena, Armstrong leads Edward Waters 22-9. Pirates shooting 45% from the field, 9 of 20, 3 of 5 on 3-point attempts, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Edward Waters just 26.7% from the floor, 4 of 15. They've missed their 2 3-point attempts. They're also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Armstrong out rebounding the Tigers 16-7 as Ebony Prescia to the line. Misses the first free throw. The Jacksonville native, a senior. The leading scorer for the Tigers when these two teams met last season. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Jasmine Walker for the Pirates. Quick outlet to Angel Hill. Hull will pull it back out. And a foul as Fowler gives Dee Dee Gibson a little hip check. 5th team foul on the Tigers. Pirates will have the basketball out of bounds. Walker open 2, no good. Rebound Prescia for Edward Waters. Wide open 2 is no good for Jessica Georges. She had one from earlier about the same spot on the floor, but the Pirates come up with the rebound. Walker drives, kicks it off to McFarland. Open 2 is good. And Brandon McFarland has hit 3 of her 6 shots from the floor for 6 points. It's 24-9. Fowler, nice bounce pass inside, and the basket is good for Shemeki Wright. And the Pirates have it again after the made basket from the Tigers. 24-11, Armstrong leads. Walker drives and loses the ball out of bounds. Looked like she stumbled. 8th turnover for the Pirates. Edward Waters has turned it over just 5 times. They turned it over on their first 3 possessions, but they've cut down on those turnovers since then. Demisha Mills checks back into the game for Armstrong. Tolbert brings it up for the Tigers. Pressured by Hill. Now Presho has it. She's guarded by Jasmine Walker. Presha for 3 is no good. Rebound tipped and won by Wells. 10 rebounds for Mari Wells. But no points yet for the sophomore from Rome. Pull-up jumper by Hill, no good. Wells gets the rebound. Wells puts it up and scores. So Wells has her first 2 points. And then a long pass by Edward Waters for Presha. Goes off her feet out of bounds. It will go back to Armstrong. (26-11). Armstrong with the lead here over Edward Waters. McFarland, top of the key, throws it too far away from Walker. And an unforced turnover there by the Pirates. Gives it back to Edward Waters. Again, Armstrong will open up Peach Belt Conference play on Saturday. It will be a doubleheader against Flagler. 1:30 for the women, 3:30 for the men. Ball turned over. Hill has it for the Pirates. Hill, 1-on-3, off the glass, scores. And Angel Hill has 12 to lead all Pirates. Back the other way, Krishawn Kelly gets the bucket. And it's 28-13. Hill open for 2, no good. Rebound, Mills. She puts it up and scores and draws the foul. So Demisha Mills will have a chance at her second 3-point play of the game. Amber Ford checks in for Armstrong. Free throw by Mills is up and good. Edward Waters with the basketball. Fowler spins and loses the basketball out of bounds. So 5:57 to go. Armstrong with the basketball. Hill inside to Wells. Wells double teamed immediately. Hill gets it to Ford. Over to Walker. Baseline Mills. Mills is fouled on her take to the basket. So Demisha Mills showing a nose for the basket, getting to the basket and drawing contact. Will go to the line for the her second straight trip down the floor. First free throw from Wells is good. Charo Fowler checks back in for Edward Waters. And Mills now has 8 points on the night. Second free throw from Mills is good. Mills came into the contest shooting just 28% from the free throw line, but she's hit all 3 of hers here as the Pirates get the turnover. Basket by Mills is no good. Hill's follow is no good, and then Hill with a foul on Fowler, and it will give it to the Tigers. Pirates show man-to-man pressure. Martena will bring it across the timeline for the Tigers. Guarded by Jasmine Walker, gets it over to Tolbert. Tolbert passes it to Fowler. Fowler loses it, gets it back, gets it to Tolbert. She'll throw up a three-pointer. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Pressure. Pressure high off the glass, scores. Mills gets the quick outlet pass and gets called for the travel. (33-15). We're under 5 to play here in the first half. Want to remind you that the Armstrong women's soccer team is in action on Thursday in the NCAA Division II National Semifinals. They play the College of St. Rose at 3 p.m. Eastern, and NCAA.com will have that game on our webcast. Mills will try a three. That's off the mark. Wells gets the rebound. Wells goes back and is fouled with her try. She threw it off the bottom of the rim, but was fouled in the act of shooting. If the Pirates defeat St. Rose on Thursday, they will play in the national championship match on Saturday at 1. And that action coming your way from Pensacola, Florida. Mills free throw good. Or excuse me, Wells a free throw good. Second free throw is good, and Mari Wells has 4 points, 12 rebounds. And it's a 20-point Armstrong lead, 35-15. Pressure with it well out front. Dribbles right, all the way around, lays it up, misses the layup, but Fowler gets it back. Fowler's jumper is good. So Fowler with 8 leads the Tigers. No other Edward Waters player has more than 1 field goal made. And a quick outlet off the steal. Pressure all open, or all wide open, gets the layup, and head coach Matt Schmidt wants a timeout to talk things over as the Pirates have turned it over 10 times here in the first half. Armstrong shooting 43% from the floor. 13 of 30. Edward Waters just 34%, 8 of 23. And the Pirates have hit 3 3-pointers, all from junior Angel Hill, who has the ball in her hands right now. Hill out to Walker, gets it back. Inside Wells. Wells gets it out to Hill for 3, Amber Ford for 3, and Amber Ford cans it. Her first 3-pointer of the year. And it's 37-19. Shot is up, no good for Thomas. Rebound, Amari Wells. Ford with it, left side. Inside to Mills. Mills off the glass, scores and draws the foul. So Demisha Mills is now in double figures, second Pirate player in double figures, and she'll go to the line for another 3-point play opportunity. Free throw is short. Rebound, Pressure and Wells. Pressure on the ground, gets it to Fowler. Fowler has to stop her dribble. Now she'll put up a long 2. It's no good. Rebound, Hill for the Pirates. Ahead to Walker. And then Walker throws it back. It's deflected. Pirates get it back. It's 4-on-2. Ford lays it up, no good. Rebound pressure for Edward Waters, and a foul called on Armstrong. With 2:17 to go here in the first half, it'll be ball out of bounds to the Tigers. Pirates maintaining that 20-point lead. It's 39-19. Tolbert guarded by Angel Hill, gives it off to Thomas. Thomas to Prescia. She takes an extra step and gets called for the travel. Tenth turnover on the Tigers. Both teams have turned it over 10 times. Carolina Rakowska and Bree McFarland check back in for the Pirates. D. Hayward with it for Armstrong, and a push-off called against D. Hayward, the freshman point guard. And head coach Matt Schmidt kind of nods his head at Hayward as the foul and the turnover will give it to Edward Waters with 1:44 to go until halftime. Thomas drives, scoops, no good. Rebound, ping-pongs around, and Thomas was out of bounds when she came in contact with the ball, so we'll give it to the Pirates. Hayward to Hill. Hill inside to Mills, kicks it off to Wells. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebound Tolbert for Edward Waters. Approaching 1 minute to go. Thomas right side, looks for a screen. Now hands off instead to Martena. She'll drive around everyone and throw up the shot over Mills, and it's good. The lefty cans the two. And it's 39-21, under a minute to go. McFarland to Wells, over to Hayward for three. It's no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by McFarland, but off of Prescia. It will stay with the Pirates, so credit McFarland for keeping that play alive. And Noelle Zaletny will check in for Armstrong, and she will inbound it for the Pirates. Zaletny to Wells, two is good. So Wells now has 6 to go with their rebounds. Thomas skip pass to Martena. Martena drives, throws off the glass, scores, draws the foul. So Martena with back-to-back baskets for Edward Waters. We'll have a chance at a three-point play. 25.6 seconds left on the game clock here in the first half. Free throw is good. And the Pirates should have the opportunity to hold for the last shot here in the first half. Zaletny bounces it to Mills. Mills to Wells. Wells lays it up, no good, gets her own miss. Stripped as she goes up. Rebound, or the loose ball comes down to the Tigers. 6 seconds left. Thomas, scoop shot, no good. Hill at half court puts up the half court shot, and it's short. And that will be the end of the first half as Edward Waters trails Armstrong 41-24. Fans will step away for halftime, come back with the look at the first half stats. I'll bring you the second half of action. You're listening to and watching Armstrong basketball on your home Pirate Athletics on the web, armstrongpirates.com. And back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong leads Edward Waters 41-24. Here's a look at the first half statistics. Force for the visiting Tigers of Edward Waters College. 11 of 30 from the floor, 36.7%. Edward Waters is 0 for 3 from three-point range and she made just 2 of 5 from the free throw line for 40% for 24 points. Leading the way, Charo Fowler with 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting, as well as 4 rebounds and a couple of assists. Armstrong 16 of 38 from the floor, that's 42.1%, 3 of 9 from three-point range for 33%, and 6 of 8 from the foul line for 75%. Pirates out-rebounded the Tigers 29-15 in the first half. Demisha Mills leading the way with 12 points. 4 of 11 shooting from the floor, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Angel Hill with 11 points, 4 of 8 from the floor, including 3 of 4 three-pointers. And Mari Wells, 6 points but 14 rebounds. Remember, her career high is 18. She has set that twice this year, including in her last outing on Tuesday against Coastal Georgia. Other action around the Peach Belt Conference today. Currently, UNC Pembroke leads Fayetteville State by a 32-29 score. They are just underway in the second half. North Georgia leads Truett McConnell 15-7 with 8 minutes left in the first half. And that is all the women's action today in the Peach Belt. All the other action, men's action, starting right now with North Georgia hosting Young Harris in Young Harris. Armstrong will have the basketball to begin the second half. And it will be the starting 5 on the floor for the Pirates. Angel Hill, Demisha Mills, Mari Wells, Jasmine Walker, and Brianna McFarland for the Pirates. Looking to improve to 5-1 on the season in this 7-game opening homestand. Tuning up for the conference opener against Flagler, which comes your way on Saturday. For Edward Waters, it'll be Kelly, Martika, Prescia, Fowler, and Tolbert on the floor for the Tigers. And we are underway here in the second half. Jasmine Walker gives it to Angel Hill left side, over to Mills, baseline, back to Hill. Hill inside for Wells, kicks it out to Walker for 3. It's no good. But McFarland runs down the rebound for the Pirates. McFarland to Walker. Walker drives, kicks it off to McFarland, but scrambling on the floor. Coming up with it is Edward Waters. Tolbert bounce pass to Fowler, who lays it up and scores. So Edward Waters scores the first points of the second half. Remember, the Pirates scored the first 10 points of the game. As that one comes right into us. And I just now opened that Diet Coke. Half of it's on the floor. So 1 minute into the second half, Armstrong with the basketball. 7 on the shot clock. In the corner, Mills skips it out to McFarland for 2, no good. And the rebound comes down to Edward Waters. Prescia drives, kicks it off to Kelly. Her baseline jumper is good, and Edward Waters scores the first 2 baskets of the second half. Mills to McFarland. Over to Hill, inside Wells. Wells spins, shoots, misses. And the rebound comes down to Walker. Her shot no good. Wells gets the rebound, and then she puts it up and in. So Mari Wells now with 8 points, trying to record a 6th straight double-double to open up the season. Tolbert floats that one, no good. Rebound Walker. Here come the Pirates. And that one deflected. Fowler gets the steal. And then Fowler throws it right back to Hill. 4-on-3 break, and Walker misses the layup. Mills gets the rebound. That's no good. And a long two is good for Brianna McFarland. And the Pirates get their first points of the second half. Shot is up and no good for Kelly. Pirates have the basketball. Walker to Mills, and she is fouled on her baseline drive. And Demisha Mills will head back to the foul line. She was 4 of 5 in the first half from the foul line. Mills with 12 points. Will shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and no good. She airballed it. Wright checks in for Edward Waters. Mills with another free throw here. This one is good. Off the back iron and back through. 13 points for Mills. It's 46-28. Tolbert gives it off to Prescia. Prescia will drive, hang, shoot, and hit. Hill out to Walker. Walker picked from behind. Turnover Pirates. Tolbert. Long two, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Martina and the Tigers. (40-30). Walker open for three. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Wells. Wells puts it up, no good. Gets a miss, puts it back up, that's no good. And the rebound comes down to Tolbert. Skip pass to Prescia. She'll drive, spin, and then get fouled. Looked like she wanted to pass it, but Mills got a little bit of the hand as well as the ball. And Prescia will go to the line for two. Apparently it is Prescia and not Prescia, so apologize for that. Ebony Prescia with her first free throw. It is and good. And she has 7 points. Carolina Rakowska, Dee Dee Gibson check in for the Pirates. Doty comes into the game for Edward Waters, as Prescia's second free throw is good as well. Walker directing traffic, gets it ahead to Rakowska. Over to McFarland. Back to Walker, 15 on the shot clock. McFarland, baseline, Wells. Over to Walker. Walker drives, shoots, and hits. With 2 on the shot clock, Jasmine Walker gets the bucket. And it's 48-32. Prescia for 3 is no good. Rebound Dee Dee Gibson for the Pirates. Walker all the way in, misses the floater. Wells gets the rebound and will bring it back out. Now, nice feed from Walker to Gibson. Gibson lays it in, scores, and draws the foul. That was great vision by Walker, who was in the paint but was on the money with the pass to Dee Gibson. And Dee Gibson will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play. D. Hayward in for the Pirates. Sean Kelly in for Edward Waters. Gibson free throw is good. And it's 51-32. Tolbert to Kelly. Kelly's going to drive, throw it up, and score. Sean Kelly with the two. And it's 51-34. Rakowska over the head of Hayward and out of bounds. Bad pass by Rakowska. An immediate timeout on the floor. 14:29 left to go in the second half. Pirates lead at 51-34. (51-34). Armstrong leads. Edward Waters with the basketball out of our first media timeout. Edward Waters and Armstrong both with 10 points scored here in the second half. Tolbert kicks it off to Preche and her baseline, or excuse me, that's Doty, Shaterika Doty for two. She gets her first points of the game. And Doty then steals the pass in the backcourt, but she was falling out of bounds when she did so. It will stay with the Pirates. And a bad pass by Rakowska. Easy steal for Preche, and she lays it up and in. Back the other way, Gibson lays it up and scores off the nice feed from D. Hayward. Things open up a little bit more here in the second half as Preche is blocked by Wells. Wells gets the rebound. Quick outlet to Hayward. Hayward on the run. Over to Rakowski. Inside Gibson. Gibson is fouled on her shot attempt. Gibson makes the first free throw. 8 points, 3 rebounds for Gibson. As Wright checks back in for Edward Waters. Mills and Walker back in for the Pirates. Second free throw good as well. 55-38. Armstrong maintaining this 16-17 point advantage over the Tigers. And then a foul against Rakowska will give the ball out of bounds to the Tigers. Second team foul of the half. Angel Hill checks in for Brianna McFarland. Blocked shot by Gibson. Rebound comes down to Edward Waters, and Georges will put it in, but that's the second blocked shot for Gibson. And then a ball tipped and a steal for Edward Waters. And then a kick ball by the Pirates will keep it with the Tigers. 15 turnovers now for the Pirates, as Edward Waters tries to climb back into this one. 12:58 to go. And a ball thrown off the Pirates by Thomas. Walker had it go off her leg. And a turnover on the inbounds pass. So the Pirates will get it back. As again, Edward Waters shows that they want to use full court pressure. It's broken by Hill. Bounce pass to Mills. And she'll get it back out. Murkowska throws it up. And Walker will get it back. Walker sprinting the floor, kicks it off to Mills. Over to Rakowska for three. It's good. Carolina Rakowska with the three-pointer. The Pirates have made 4 contests, and that's the first by someone other than Angel Hill, and extends the lead back out to 8, 58-40. And a foul on Edward Waters. Number 5, Ebony Preche. And Armstrong will take over. Rakowska inbounds it to Jen Walker, 12:18 to go. Walker across the timeline, dribbling left. Now drives the baseline, lays it up, and it's no good, but draws the foul, and looks like she might be a little shaken up on the play, but when Pirate players trying to help her up, drug her along the floor for a little bit, but she is up and heads to the free throw line. Walker, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists in the contest tonight. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to Martina for Edward Waters. Now Tolbert with it, guarded by Walker. Dribbles right, now goes left. Hands off to Preche. She'll drive, bring it back out. Hand off to Martina. Martina is fouled on her drive to the basket. Martina to the line, First free throw is good. And Mari Wells will check back in, replacing Angel Hill. Second free throw good as well. And Martina now has 8 points. 59-42, Pirates lead. Mills, dribbling through traffic, and then her pass is stolen by Martina. And an offensive foul called on Preche as Demisha Mills steps in and takes the charge. Inside, Gibson with the layup off the pass from Demisha Mills. And a timeout called by Edward Waters. 11:15 left to go in the second half. Pirates lead at 61-42. Out of the timeout, three-pointer up and off the side of the backboard, no good. But follow comes down to Edward Waters. Shot blocked by Wells. Pirates come away with it as Jasmine Walker drives the length of the floor and lays it up and in. And it's 63-42. Three-pointer no good. Rebound tipped. Comes down to Wright. Long three by Tolbert, no good. Rebound Georges. Georges' shot is up, no good. Rebound Wells. And that rebound is the 20th rebound for Mari Wells, which sets a new Alumni Arena record for women's basketball players. The previous record of 19 held by Kenitha Gordon. She set that a few years ago against Lander. Rakowska for three, no good. Rebound Tolbert for the Tigers. Tolbert coast to coast, lays it up and no good. Rebound Mills. Mills will wait for her teammates and will hand off to Rakowska. Wells, baseline, back to Walker. Walker all the way in, lays it up and scores. Inside, shot is up, blocked, but a foul called on Mari Wells.
Foul number 23, Mari Wells for the Pirates, her second, team fifth. Media timeout.
Media timeout on the floor will take it with them. Armstrong leads at 65-42. out of the media timeout. Edward Waters will shoot 2 free throws with Shemeki Wright. Her first free throw is good. Wright 6 points, 5 rebounds. Second free throw good as well. And sub coming in, Charo Fowler will check in for Wright. Ball deflected out of bounds by Edward Waters. It will stay with Armstrong. Walker gets it to Wells. Wells to McFarland. Spots up for 2. No good. Rebound comes down to Fowler. Fowler, one-on-one. Throws it off the side of her head, behind her head. Rebound Wells. Here come the Pirates. Walker. Bounce pass goes off the side of Rakowska. She'll get it back, and that'll be a jump ball, and it will go to Edward Waters. But another rebound for Wells. 21 now. The 19 rebounds in the Alumni Arena set by Kenetha Gordon. That came back on January 26, 2008. And the Pirates, Wells, the first player with 20 or more rebounds in a game since Kenetha Gordon had 23 at USC Upstate in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament 2007. 9:03 to go, 65-44. Armstrong with the lead. Ball deflected, it comes back to Preche. Her shot no good. Rebound Gibson for the Pirates. McFarland to Gibson, inside for Wells, and Wells can't handle it. Goes off her hands, out of bounds. 19th turnover on the Pirates, and that's really been the only bugaboo for the Pirates in the game tonight, is they have turned the ball over entirely too much in a game that should not be as close as it is with 8:24 remaining. It's a 21-point Armstrong lead, but without 19 turnovers, it could be a lot worse. Ball deflected and a foul called against Jasmine Walker. 16th foul on the Pirates, so Edward Waters will again inbound it. Tolbert, crossover, kicks it off. Inside to Georges, and she is fouled by the Pirates, and she will go to the line and shoot 2. Jessica Georges, 2 points, 4 rebounds. First trip to the free throw line, and her first free throw is good. Dee Hayward will check in, replacing Jasmine Walker. George's second free throw is good as well. Again, Edward Waters pressures after the made free throw. Pirates break it with McFarland. Out to Gibson. Gibson to Hayward. Rakowska, backdoor for Hayward. She has to keep it from going out of bounds. Does so, gets it to Gibson. Gibson off the glass, no good, but she's fouled. First free throw for Gibson is good. Kelly and Doty check in for Edward Waters. Gibson now with 12 points. One more and she'll tie Demisha Mills for the team high. And she does not, but the rebound comes down to Wells. Wells puts it up off the glass and she is fouled. And so she will go to the line and shoot two. And so now Mari Wells to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Amber Ford will check in for Carolina Rakowska. Shamiki Wright in for Georgia's. Well, second free throw is good, and she has her 6th straight double-double with 10 points to go with her career high and Alumni Arena record 22 rebounds. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Wells. That was Martinu misfired. Inside Gibson. Gibson outside to Ford, and 3 seconds called on Gibson. Doty kicks it off. Shot is up and no good. And a rebounding foul whistled against Edward Waters. That was Alicia Clayton with the missed shot. And the foul is on Wright, and it will send Dee Hayward to the line for 2 free throws. Hayward free throw is good. First point of the night for Hayward. Every Pirate player who's gotten in tonight has scored except for Noelle Zaletny, who came in at the latter stages of the first half. Second free throw good, and it's 70-46. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Wells for the Pirates. And a technical foul as Dee Dee Gibson and Shamiki Wright, and it looks like it's going to be a double technical, one against Gibson and one against Wright. So they'll go to the held ball, the possession arrow, and give the Pirates the ball. So no free throw shot, but the Pirates will maintain possession. And the Pirates will inbound it with McFarland. So Gibson and Wright both check out after each receive technical fouls. Armstrong with the basketball with McFarland. McFarland all the way in. Her shot is blocked by Georges. Rebound comes down to Tolbert for Edward Waters. Tolbert out to Fowler. Her shot is up and good. (70-48). Armstrong with the basketball and the lead. Inside, Mills. Mills shot up and good. Waters with it. Martina. Ball's deflected. Ball still stays with Edward Waters. Now it's loose on the floor, and it's knocked out of bounds by Armstrong with 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5:44 on the game clock. Edward Waters inbounds it from its own team bench, and it's stolen by McFarland. McFarland, ahead of everyone, lays it up and scores. And a timeout for Edward Waters. With 5:35 to go in the ball game, Armstrong leads it 74-48. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. 5:35 to go in the contest. Armstrong trying to improve to 5-1 on the season. And they have a 74-48 lead over Edward Waters. Tigers do have the basketball. Ball deflected out of bounds by D. Hayward, and it'll be Edward Waters basketball. Martina a little shaken up on the play, and so Edward Waters will bring in a sub as Alicia Clayton checks in. Tigers inbound it. Georges out to Tolbert. 12 on the shot clock. Fowler drives, hangs, shoots, and misses, but she's fouled. And so Charo Fowler, who leads the Tigers in points tonight with 12, will go to the line. Fowler, first free throw, no good. Second free throw, good. McFarland inbounds it to Ford, gets it over to Mills. Now the Pirates will set up the offense. Hayward to Ford, looking inside, gets it inside to Wells. Wells to McFarland, back to Wells. Wells drives and loses it, gets it ahead. Tolbert shot is up, no good. Rebound Hayward. And Hayward's pass is deflected. Steal for Edward Waters. Shot up by Fowler is good. 21 turnovers for the Pirates. Edward Waters has turned it over 14 times. Hayward to Ford. Ford out to Hayward, open for three. It's good. That's a two. It's a two-pointer. So Hayward gets her first bucket and now has 4 points, and it's 76-51. Three-pointer on the way and good for Alicia Clayton. And 76-54. Nice feed from Hayward, finding Demisha Mills underneath the basket, and a timeout as head coach Matt Schmidt wants to get some subs in. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Armstrong leads at 78-54. Into the game for the Pirates, Sunny Kennedy, Danielle Zurcher, Jasmine Walker. As Edward Waters has the basketball, 3:17 to go. Clayton throws it up off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. She was trying to throw it into George's, but just airmailed everyone. And so the Pirates will take over. Walker with it left side. Out to McFarland. McFarland to Kennedy. Now Zurcher will drive, shoot, and miss. Rebound, Edward Waters. Tolbert to Georges for two. That's good. Jessica Georges with her third bucket. And it's 78-56. Kennedy, the Savannah native, over to McFarland. Inside Zurcher, turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound Georges. Zurcher's been open for a couple of shots, but just hadn't been able to get them to fall. Now Fowler has it ripped out of her hands by Kennedy, and it's off of Edward Waters. It will be Armstrong basketball. And now Priscilla Westfield will come in for Demisha Mills. Ball deflected by Edward Waters, out of bounds to the Pirates. Walker ahead to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Walker. Now Zurcher back to Kennedy. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now Walker spins, lays it up, and scores. Jasmine Walker with 11 points to go with 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Preche for 3 is good. And it's 80-59. 1:19 to go. Latter stages of this contest. Armstrong will improve to 5-1 as Westfield can't handle the entry pass. Steal for Edward Waters. Preche with another 3. That's no good. Rebound Zurcher. With 1 minute to go. And the Pirates will go into Saturday's matchup with Flagler. with a 5-1 mark. As Noel Zaletny checks in for the Pirates for the last minute. Zaletny has it over to Walker. Walker kicks it off to Kennedy. Kennedy to Zurcher for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Edward Waters. Doty, floater in the lane is good, and she's fouled. So with 30.5 seconds left, it'll be 80-61 with a free throw coming for Doty. Free throw good. Walker gets it ahead to Zaletny. Now Kennedy has it, and then Kennedy throws it to Matt Schmidt. So 20.8 seconds left. Edward Waters will inbound it. Story of the night, 6 Pirate players in double figures, and Mari Wells with an Alumni Arena record 24 rebounds as Armstrong will win it over the Tigers here at Alumni Arena. Three-pointer no good. Rebound comes down to Walker. She'll try a half-court shot. It's no good, but Armstrong wins it 80-62 from Alumni Arena. Well, fans, thanks for joining us for tonight's contest. Be sure to tune in to NCAA.com on Thursday as Armstrong Soccer will take on the College of St. Rose in NCAA semifinal action from Pensacola, Florida. Chad Jackson saying good evening from Savannah. Pirates win it 80-62.